International Women's Day program that we are making the commemoration of the Women's Day, International Women's Day. And I'm sure that you are hearing me and you could see my.
Good evening.
Yes, madam.
Yeah,
Good evening, madam. So let me start it first. Yes, I allowed them. Yes, and you could see me and you could hear me also, but let me introduce the participants first, the speakers who are present, and in the today's, yeah, let me open the file so that you could not, yes, I'm sure that you could see that the international, you are welcome to the International Women's Day, the conference that is 8th March 2023, and I'm the convener of this, I'm the Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain, and the Professor of Law, St. Augustine University of Tanzania, Mwanza, East Africa, and my learned friend also there who is a resource person. Perhaps he will also be present now, that Professor Dr. Anil K. Dikshit from the Uttaranchal University, Dehradun, India. And my guru also there is the key person and he will be going to join soon, the Professor Dr. Yashpal Singh, and he's a national awardee of the 2004 from the Delhi. Then I also saw the Professor Dr. Lee Stone. You are welcome, the University of South Africa, but I could see that Murtula, yes, Haruna Bhana Allah, and he is from the Malaysia and he's the University of Malaysia, but actually he's from the Nigeria. Yes. Then a Vice Chancellor also present over there.
Yes, sir.
And he's a Malawi. Yes, welcome. The Pankaj Pathak also going to join soon. And I saw the D. Radha from the Sarita College, the school from Chennai. And Asima Jha, and who is the daughter of Meena Jha. And she also going to join it soon or later. Then you can personally see the Shahin Khan from the Bharat University, Chennai, and Dr. Gagandeep Kaur, University of Petroleum, Dehradun, India. Later we can say that Dr. P. Angyarakani, if I may be right in the pronunciation of her name, Principal GTN Law College, Chennai, and she's also present. I saw her. Yes, and then next we can see that Mrs. V. Bhagyam, that is Saraswati Law College from Chennai. Then I could also see the Kashmira Longkar, and she's going to join sooner or later. And later on, the Professor Dr. Urvash Chowdhury from the Professor of Management from the New Delhi, Mrs. Meena Jha, and whose daughter also present over there, Ashima Jha. And here the Saba Khan, and whose mother is Shahin Khan. These are the today's participants of the International Women's Day Conference. And I don't say that we will sleep first. Go to the bed. So who is going to make the first batting now in this international? Yes.
Sir, good evening. I want to speak. Meena Jha here.
Meena Jha want to make the first batting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give the chance to the Meena Jha. Here is the Dr. Mrs. Meena Jha, and she's an academician as well as a motivational speaker also. And you could see her. Then I will switch back to the other slide, which I want to make it out. Then I get to stop it so that I could go to the other slide to show. Yes, so these are the PPTs there. She has sent the PPT, Meena Jha. Then I will on the PPT so that she can deliver it. Pankaj photos is the PPT is posting Meena Jha PPT. Meena. Yes, I found it here. Yeah, we are welcome. In Swahili, we can say the Karibu Sana for this International Women's Day Conference. Meena Jha, I switch over to you. You can proceed.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain, sir, for giving me golden opportunity to speak on this wonderful International Women's Day. My gratitude and thanks to all the eminent speakers and resource person present over here. And today's topic is International Women's Day, and the theme of the topic is very much related to gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. And thank you, sir, for sharing my presentation. So kindly allow me to proceed. Thank you so much. And I hope my voice is audible. Little connectivity issues are there in WebEx meeting joining, but thankfully I have joined.
Yes,
So,
audible and visible too.
oh, okay, sir. Thank you so much. So, the Women's Day and the fact that Women's Day is celebrated in March 8th is strong linked to women's movements during the Russian Revolution 1917. And in the first known campaign of the kind of Egyptian society, so the basic thing is that self-governing nation, that women should vote, and female unfair treatment that was abolished in 1920. So Lord Buddha says that we ourselves has lot many powers and we deserve affection. So women empowerment is very important, and progression of women and accepting and including them in various decision making processes. And we think digital women and children are a vital part of Indian society and also the most vulnerable sections of India also. So basically, my presentation is about Indian women, the problems which they are facing. List of major women empowerment schemes in India. The important women empowerment schemes in India are below, like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme are there. One Stop Center scheme, Women Helpline scheme, Ujjwala, Working Women Hostel, Swadhar Grah, Support to Training and Employment Program for Women, Nari Shakti Purashkar, Nirbhaya, Mahila Shakti Kendras, Mahila E-Heart, and Mahila Police Volunteers. So, International Women Day celebrated on 8th March everywhere to recognize women, social, economic, and political achievements of women, and achieving gender equality and women empowerment. This is sustainable developmental goal number 5 also. So during pandemic, yes, there are poor socio-economic conditions of women, and we can see there is a picture over here. Kindly proceed the slide, sir. Gender equality, essence of empowerment, in which we can say the men and women both are participating, and they are displaying the effects how we can protect ourselves against COVID-19. So they are creating awareness camps. So we can see women are present there. Students of University of Hyderabad are there. And SDG 5 goal, achieve gender equality and empowering all women and girls. So we all are progressing towards achieving this goal, and gender equality by 2030 requires urgent action to eliminate the many root causes of discrimination. We are stronger together always, we have to remember. And SDG 5 targets are to celebrate women for championing sustainable initiatives and end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls everywhere, in all caste, creed, section, religion of society. We should give equality to women. So, according to UN Women Report, facts and figures says that women's equal participation and leadership in political front are very important. So, how to revolutionize and restore values? What we can do? The solutions are here. We should raise better standards, more accountability, parent involvement, adapt new technologies, curriculum revision, periodic assessment, and educational partnership. So different methods for teaching value, we can classroom learning activities method, physical methods, socializing methods, moral awareness, shared values, consciousness plans. And we can see the picture in the slide number 15, gender equality. They all are cherishing womanhood. So the need of the hour is that gross developed domestic product and UN sustainable developmental goals, that women should be empowered. What should we do? We should develop human right issue looking beyond the workplace. Compact will be there, and our solution is AI forms or discrimination against women upholds women's right. So we should always motivate and encourage women. We should take care for their health, hygiene, and as sung by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, learning gives creativity, creativity leads to thinking, thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. So all women around here, remember, learning and knowledge definitely makes you great. So your future is created by what you do today. So practice gratitude every day. It's not about being the best, it's about being better than yesterday. Thank you so much by this, and salute to all womanhood and all the pillars and support the men behind all women. I just want to pay my gratitude to them also, whether they are in the form of the father, teachers, brother, husband, son. They all are the pillars behind the success of a woman. So great salute to all womanhood and celebrating happy Holi and holy greetings to everyone. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, it is the deliberations and opinions are given by the slide form by the Dr. Meena Jha. Just now in the different modes that she has tackled the problems and given the solutions also. And now I request any one of you come to the second place to deliver their own things. I see, I could hear the breaking voice of.
Everybody. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. God
Yes,
bless you
yes.
all.
The second speaker, are you ready? Gagandeep Kaur. Angar Kani,
Yes, sir.
you want to make it
Yes,
out?
yes, yes.
Okay, now let us say that Angara Kani
Okay,
is
sir.
going to make it out, the second speaker. And I told you that she's from Chennai, Angara Kani. You can proceed, Angara Kani.
Yeah. So a very good evening to all of you. And first of all, I would like to thank Professor Mohammed
Yeah,
Saheb
Gagan.
and
Yes,
Professor.
it's not the Angara Kani, the Gagandeep Kaur is
Okay,
speaking now. Yes, Gagandeep Kaur, you're welcome. Speak.
okay. So I'm thankful to you, sir, and I'm thankful to Professor Anil K. Dikshit ji for such a wonderful opportunity to interact with all of you. First of all, a very happy Women's Day, all the women present over here. And yes, I would just like to share my random thoughts that today we gather here um, to celebrate International Women's Day, a day dedicated to women, a day dedicated to recognizing the achievements of the women all around the world and raising awareness about the challenges they face. Um, and they continue to face these challenges. Basically, this is 8th March is just a reminder regarding the important role women have in a society. And nowadays, in this year, the important terminology was used that is embrace equity. So there are so many things about International Women's Day, but I just want to share my personal opinion over this. I believe that yes, our society is changing, and our society has accepted the importance of women. But personally, I believe that the challenges for them are never ending. Only the modes have become more sophisticated. The lifestyle is full of luxuries, but women and females face a lot of mental pressure. There are so many provisions in the constitution in all around the world. All the legislations are there. So many laws and policies are there for the protection of women, but uh, there is some gap. Maybe policies are there, laws are there, judicial system is there, so many facilities are there, but still women do not come forward for raising their voice. There are so many fears or pressures, or still we can say, if I talk about India, that still patriarchal society is there. So I just want to um, wind up my this discussion that yes, it should not be only one day where we celebrate Women's Day. uh, the 365 days, out of 365 days, we consider 8th March as the Women's International Day, but it's duty of even women also. Like, we should respect womenhood in our organization, at home, at workplace, wherever we go. We should give the same respect and we give it's like a womanhood that we need to protect. We make them safe to support each other, basically. So I just want to conclude that it's not only one day. We need to respect, recognize, acknowledge, love, care women throughout the year. But yes, this one day is special. At least we feel special when we see our posting on the walls of others, when we receive WhatsApp messages, when we receive wonderful greetings. So thank you so much. Happy Women's Day to all.
Yes, now just before that, you heard it, the Gagan Deep Kaur from Petroleum University, Dehradun. And now I will give the chance to the women, the Angyare Khani. You can start now your presentation.
Thank you, sir. It gives me great pleasure and privilege to talk on this international conference relating to Women's Day. I'm Dr. Kani, Principal GTN Law College. So today is the Women's Day celebration. Every year we conduct this as an official day, but as this is a special occasion for women. This 8th March was celebrated every year for achieving social, economic, cultural, and also political achievements of women all over the world. And this year, we discuss about embracing equality. Embracing equality. What is embracing equality? So equality or equity is nothing but an active willingness to create and adapt policies and enabling the woman to achieve full equality, eliminating the glass ceiling or barriers. So this year wants to make the diversity of needs across the sector to achieve government. It starts with international demanding better working conditions. So they need the basic right to vote, right to end discrimination, and firstly, the first National Women Day was approved by the US, which says that change third thing was the digital world. So in digital, what are the things and technology for gender equality? So highlights the role of innovative technology in providing equality and meeting the health and development needs of women girls. So what is equity? Embracing equity, can anyone say? It cultivates the mindset and practices to create an inclusive and equitable educational ecosystem for both men and women. So this embrace equity means fairness and justice in all areas for all the women in political, economic, and it also wants to abolish inequality, biases, and elimination at all levels, in all levels. Etc. So promoting inclusiveness and recognizing that everyone has a diverse experience and everyone's values must be respected is the main concept of equality. So what is the main thing is about embracing equality is it takes active steps to remove the disparities and create more equitable opportunities in societies for both men and women. So this wants and address and systematic inequalities has to be removed and to bring the woman to the higher section to bring them to the equality, that is gender equality, bringing the equality sense to equality sense. So what is the difference between equality and equity? So we can articulate the difference between equality and equity. Equity is nothing but everyone can get, giving everyone what they need to be successful, but we cannot give everyone the same thing, whereas equality is everyone is same. So that is the basic difference. So giving everyone what they need to be successful, what they are in dire need is equity, whereas equality is providing equality to both men and women. So how to apply equality in women's advancement? So equality focuses not only for women, men, such as women's right to vote, they need to belong in global culture, they have participation in the workplace. So gender is intersectional between men and women. The white woman, the black woman, based on the color also, the women are differentiated. So the gender equity is required for meaningful progress. So in simple, we can say equity is a long-term and sustainable solution process for
Angyarkanai, we could not hear your voice.
So, women frequently, compared to men, they experience more violence, and both in the way of sexual and reproductive health. So, the key theme to the UN 67th Commission to the Status of Women and International Women Day is Innovation, Technology, Change, and Education in the Digital Age. So, the main aim is to eliminate the violence against women and to fill the gap or to remove the gap, analyzing gender-based violence in humanitarian settings, identifying both operational and systematic challenges. So this can be achieved, that is, this embracing equity can be achieved only by listening to learning from diverse perspectives and taking necessary steps or proactive steps to promote fairness and justice. So how to achieve justice to women? How to empower women? It involves recognizing the ways in which privilege and power can be contributed to inequalities, and we can work to build a more equitable and just to all, especially women. Happy Women's Day to everyone, and I wish every woman to achieve to the greatest dizzy heights in every aspects of life, from the young age to the higher age. And I think women are basically capable of achieving all their aims in the
Angyarkani, your voice is breaking and we could not hear your voice also.
Okay, sir. Equal opportunity must be provided.
Why not?
Thank you
Why
so
not?
much, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, I could thankful to the Angyarkani, and she has deliberately and very lengthy way that I described, but I saw the request from the young girl want to speak so early. So before I could move further, I could say, Guruji, Namaskar, Professor Yashpal Singh sir present. I saw her photo, and here we would give the chance to the other people, those who are first. Shine Khan, do you would like to make it out, or can I give the chance to your daughter?
Sir, as you please, I'll begin right now.
Yes, please continue it, Shine Khan. And I told you the Shine Khan is a professor at Bharati College, which is a deemed university in Chennai, India. So I switch over to the Professor Shine Khan to express her views regarding the International Women's Day program. Please continue, Shine Khan.
Yes. Very good evening, sir. Very good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, audible, but you are not visible.
Just a second, sir.
You keep your video on. Just before the
Am I
your
visible?
video is on, but now it is closed. Suppose the frequency is very less, You can make the show with your audio only. If the voice is
Yeah, just a
breaking,
minute.
yeah, if the voice is not breaking, then you can keep your video and audio
Now,
both.
am I audible now?
Yes, audible,
Yes, audible and visible also.
not visible,
I'm not visible.
not visible. You on your camera. Yes, now it's visible, visible and audible.
Okay, sir.
Please
Okay,
proceed.
very well. Very good evening, sir. Very good evening. And I'm very much privileged and grateful to you for including me in your this WebEx meeting. And I'm also very much thankful to the who are the joinees of this meeting and the very highly learned, highly qualified Dr. Professor Saheb Hussain, and with whom we are acquainted for years together. Sir has a very, very wide knowledge, very wide scope of knowledge, and very wide teaching experience. So I submit that I am an Usmania graduate, Usmania postgraduate, and also doctorate from Usmania University. And I'm a practicing lawyer for the last 30 years. And I got a teaching experience of more than 25 years. And sir has given me an opportunity to come before you and stand on this platform and express certain views from my side. So I wanted to say that, first of all, I want to congratulate all the women who are participating here regarding the Women's Day celebrations. I congratulate one and all. And it is pertinent to mention that this is the day only for the celebration, but I say that every day is a Women's Day. Every day, every night, every moment is a Women's Day, Women's Evening, Women's Night. Without women, nothing will be carried on, neither in home nor in the family. So every moment belongs to women. And I suppose that women are more powerful than men. God has created women more powerful than men, not physically, may not be physically stronger than the men, but morally, spiritually, by the way of soul, by the way of confidence, women are always stronger and superior to men because the men are deemed to be earning members and the wives are supposed to be the caretakers of the household works. But what I say, the working women, educated women, intellectuals, they are more stronger because they take care of the households, they take care of the family, they take care of the husband, they take care of the children, they groom up the children, they do the employment, they do the earnings, they struggle in the life, throughout the life, they struggle. Even a minister, she is also struggling in life in one or the other way. May not be economically, may not be financially, but they are still struggling to maintain their position, to maintain their status in the society. So that is the willpower given by the God, conferred by the God to the women to do extraordinary activity. And that is the reason the God has made women more strong, more powerful, so that she could also be called the children, and she has the status, enjoy the status of a mother. So that is the reason in my opinion, in my consideration, women is the stronger woman. Every woman is a very stronger woman when compared to others. And apart from this, equality and empowerment, these are all the things, but empowerment does not come easily. It has to be achieved, it has to be acquired by struggling, by posing ourselves as something fit to get achieved, fit to get achievement in the society or the position, whatever it may be, pertaining to education, pertaining to employment, pertaining to a good family. All these things, they require the sacrifices of the woman, and then only all these things are achieved. And apart from this, I want to say that the children, particularly the child, the girl child, there should be no discrimination, because I have found that the discrimination of girl child begins from home, begins from home. Parents, they discriminate the children, they discriminate the girl child. And as you know, what is a feticide? What is the purpose of feticide? Why the screening of a fetus is prohibited in India? That is the reason that if a girl child is the fetus, it is conceived. If it comes to the knowledge, parents will kill that child. They do the feticide. So for that reason, the law has been enforced, and the sex detection is prohibited in India and also most of the countries where easily the feticide is done. So that is the reason it begins from home. And if suppose the girl child is born also, she is not given much preference when compared to boy. First, the boy, the brother should eat, then the sister should eat. The girl is supposed to take care of household works. The girl is supposed to take care of the brother, although she is a younger sister, but she has to take care of the elder brother. All these things are there. When compared to education also, people are of the mentality that why the girl, so much money should be spent on the girl child, she's going to get married, and so on. The money should be more spent on the boys. So these are the common tendencies in our Asian countries, which should be rooted out. And for this reason, I suggest that education is most important. Unless the education is there, unless the awareness is there, this cannot be succeeded. It will be remaining just as a Women's Day or women empowerment and what all and what not. But unless and until some practical deeds are done, this is not possible. And all these things are legislated, constitutional rights are there, but where it is exercised, that we have to focus on that. And the special role should be played by the government also in promoting all these things, providing free education, compulsory education to girl child, poor children, what the education system is there, expensive, highly expensive education system is there. The government should have a look into the system, that how it is to be controlled. And so like this, I express my views, and with this, I take leave, and I feel to conclude because other speakers are waiting. So I take leave of you, sir. Kindly let me conclude the meeting, and I'll follow up the other speakers, how they carry on, and I'll try to learn much from them.
Yes,
Thank you so much, sir.
Professor Shaheen Khan, and you have shown and expressed your views, practicality, pragmatism. It is not only the 8th March is Women's Day, every day is a Women's Day. That is very impressive statement. And in the mythology also says, under your mother's feet there is a paradise. In all the mythology you can make it out. First, if a person doesn't take care of the parents, and what we can take care of the others. So the parents' responsibility, you have shown it, because you are a mother of the children, and you have shown the very practicality. Next, without wasting the time, I will give the chance. Who will be a woman speaker next?
Thank you so much.
Anuradha, can I start?
Anuradha, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can on your video if you want to speak. Powerful. If you have the Wi-Fi facility or the strong.
Sir, if anybody wants to hurry, I will give them chance. Otherwise, I will start. Who is
See,
ready?
I said Anuradha. Are you ready?
Good evening, sir. Good evening to everyone.
Then you come.
And I'm so proud to be a woman.
Okay.
Not only because today is a Women's Day. As the ma'am said, every day, every part of this life activity, woman is taking the major part. Actually, my topic is role of woman in 21st century in connecting with equity. To talk about this, it will take whole night. But I'm not going
Excuse
to
me,
talk whole
Anuradha.
night.
Could you on your video? If frequency is broad. If you have the broadband, you can on your video.
Is it okay now?
Now it is disappeared. Yeah, now
Okay, thank you.
I could see your only the top portion of your head. Keep your face in the middle.
Now, sir?
Yes, keep your face in the middle. Okay, now. Always the front side, there should be light. Okay, now proceed. We could see you.
Thank you. Like the before ma'am says, every day is a Women's Day because like in every activity of the world, I'm not talking on one particular area, every activity of the world, woman is taking the major part. But still, due to so many reasons, like we are still the one particular step only. To avoid all that only, we are celebrating and we are giving speech like that. First of all, I thank to my guru, Dr. Mohammed. He has been encouraging me right from the day I met him at Vijayawada. So every day he's sending that his programs, everything. I gained so much of knowledge. And now see, I'm having that much courage to say something about Women's Day in all legends are in this meeting. Before them, I'm having some sort of little bit guts to talk something. For that, I should thank to Dr. Mohammed Sir and to the university and our own Savita Law College for encouraging me to attend this meeting. Okay, now I'll start. Actually, there is a advancement in every field. Like
Anuradha, could you wind it up within 5 minutes?
Yes, sir.
You could wind it up within 5 minutes.
Oh, sure. Okay, sir. Sure.
You give the gist.
See, yes, sir. I'll complete, sir. See, actually, we have developed so much in science, technology, and so many other things. But still, women in any corner have been cornerizing due to some reason. Like, bias or gender discrimination or so many not equal payments, like there's so many things. But the only suggestion from my side for that is having so much of confidence in you and read and develop your knowledge and never forgive for any of your activities for any reason. Whatever you want to do, if you feel it is legal and if it is right and if it is helpful to the society or your own family, please do it. Don't wait for any other's command, maybe from society or from any mail or anything. So whatever you like to do, you please do it with confidence and don't go back for any person's command. You always say with your own knowledge. Don't depend on others' opinion. Don't unbother about others' opinion also. So if you continue this, you can share your ideas, thoughts, views, everything with everyone by making them encouragement, and you can also develop. So this is the lesson. This also I got only from our Dr. Mohammed Sir, because once I met him, he has given so much of advice how a person can develop in their career. And by coming to this point, this gender bias, inequality, and society, mental and physical harassment, all that still it is there. Maybe percentage maybe come down because due to the education and self-confidence. But to completely wind up, as before one ma'am said, as we have to celebrate Women's Day every day, we should develop our own career, encouragement, self-confidence, and never bother about others' view or opinion. This is my not only humble request, it is my strong belief. So I request all the females, go forward, go ahead. Whatever you feel like, if you, as long as you are legally right, you go ahead. Don't bother for any society's comment or opinion. One day when you get success, automatically they will salute you. Now you have been watching so many things like people previously, they were talking so many things about females, but now they are saluting to all females. So I request that only, and thank you very much for giving me this chance, sir. And I wish all the females should celebrate every day as a Women's Day. Thank you very much.
Yes, Anuradha, in the stipulated time that you made it very much clear. Yes, a woman, a wonderful wife, and O stands for outstanding friend, and M stands for marvelous daughter, and A stands for adorable sister, and N stands for nurturing a woman. And these are the WOMAN, woman. It is the initialism, which I made it clear. At any time, it can stop now. The Cisco WebEx because I already got the notification, and the second round is there. I mean, second session is there. Please wait and don't go away.
Okay, sir.
And this is the thing.
Thank
If I
you.
want to make it out, at any time the Cisco WebEx will stop it. If anybody wants to say anything. Yeah, it will stop. Cisco WebEx will stop at any time now. So educate a man. You educate only a man. If you educate a woman, you educate a generation. I repeat.
Generation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
You
right.
educate a man. You educate a man. You educate a woman. You educate a generation. So
Generation.
Brigham Young, as I told you now, even the Shahin Khan also emphasized on the aspect of the education. Education create the miracles. Like, don't give him a fish, but teach him how to fish, and he can survive it, and he can give and the GDP of the nation also increase. So don't. Yes, you are welcome back to the second session of the International Women's Day, and we will continue the second session now. Before I could ask somebody to speak over there, I would like to share my thought. Thousands of flowers are needed to make a garland. I repeat, thousands of flowers are needed to make a garland. Thousands of lamps are needed to decorate an aarti. Thousands of drops are needed to make the sea. But a woman alone is enough to make the house a paradise. With this, I will, other person, those who wants to speak, please. You can come forward, and here I could see Asim Jha is there. Of course, Meena Jha, round is over, and Sabah Khan is there, and V. Bakyam is there. Can I give the chance to the V. Bakyam? Bakyam, are you ready? Leastone, are you ready? Professor Leastone, who will be ready? Give me the answer. Unmute and give me the answer.
I'm ready, sir. Can I speak?
Asim Jha. Yes, if your frequency, broadband you have, you can on your video. If the broadband is less, you can use only audio. Choice is left to you.
Apologies, sir. I cannot switch on my video because of the network issues, but I can speak. I hope
Yes,
I'm
now we can
audible.
continue. Asim Jha, she is a daughter of the Meena Jha, and she's she's a research scholar in the Delhi University and India. Asim Jha, proceed.
Thank you so much, sir. Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. Greetings, everybody from different time zones. This is Ashima Jha from India, and I'm currently serving as the diplomatic expert panelist for Best Diplomat Conferences and also as a Global Peace Ambassador. So on this auspicious occasion, I would love to thank for inviting me here to give my viewpoints. And I strongly feel that when it comes to women empowerment and women equality, there are a lot of aspects that needs to be addressed, starting from the initial stigma that was there in the mindset and the patriarchal society, and eventually its evolvement. However, when it comes to women's empowerment, I would specifically want to focus on 3 L's. L1, which is learning, L2, which is labor, and L3, which is leadership with respect to women. Now, when we talk about L1, which is learning, so I would want to say that education is both an elevator and a springboard. It allows people to raise themselves up and to break down the divides that keep them apart. At its best, education is a breaker of shackles, the shackles of exclusion and insularity. So, if we think of a life as a long race, it is the education that provides training, nourishment, and support. And without good quality education, you walk up to the starting line with several disadvantages. And on this 21st century, we have to focus on good education, especially the education of women and young girls. Because of the cultural based discrimination and stigmas and taboos and misinformed traditions, Right now, only 50% of the women around the world are able to educate themselves and work, where nearly 62 million young girls are not even allowed in the schools. So we have to take care of this grave concern. Second L is labor. So women represent half of the world's population, yet they represent far less than half of measured economic activity. Today, there are about 865 million women around the world who have the potential to contribute more fully, almost a blocked billion. So, everywhere around the world, men participate more than women, and these gender gaps range from 12% in OECD economies to 50% in the Middle East and North Africa. When women do participate, they tend to be stuck in low paying or low status jobs, which is very commonly seen. Globally, women earn only three quarters as much as men. And this is true even with the same level of education and in the same occupation. So, what is important right now is to focus on equal pay for equal work for women, as highlighted by United Nations Women. How can we get women to participate more? So sometimes it is about changing laws. For example, to make sure that property and inheritance laws do not discriminate against women, economic policies of the nations have to be strengthened. In developing countries, the uplifting of women begins with better access to health care. Because I come from a field in medical research, I strongly feel that there is a need of representation of women more in the field of healthcare and other sectors, and also ensuring that they get equal access to education and training. It means getting women access to credit so that they can free themselves from dependency and sow and harvest the seeds of brighter future. And the third L, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to focus is leadership. So when women get the chance to lead, they actually lead better, and there are ample evidences on this. Now we know that women are good managers and good crisis leaders. There was a study, I would want to back this statement with some research. For example, there was a study of over 7,000 leaders that showed that women fared better in 12 to 16 competencies in 12 of the 15 sectors. And another study showed that women are often persuaded into safe companies in deep trouble, although they are also more likely to be fired from these positions, maybe because of the risk. So I listed out major challenges that we have with when it comes to learning, labor, and leadership. What do we need? What is required? First is the change of the mindsets from the basic level. We have to make women know and feel that they are worthy. They have the potential and they have the capability to stand up for themselves, to speak for themselves, and do what they actually like and are passionate about. A strong woman knows she has strength enough for the journey, but a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she'll become strong. And at the same time, we also have to make sure that the household, the education, the basic levels of the society don't discriminate them. We as a society and we as young people in the world have to contribute more towards this equality. I would just want to conclude by saying that behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have their back. And saying this, I would want to thank my mom, who has made me capable to speak in front of the international audience and to influence their mindsets, and all my teachers who have always given me enough strength and power to rise for what is right and to speak against what is wrong. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everybody, for patient listening.
Yes, she has given the data also, so how the women and men will have the equal opportunity. But I made a slide. It is the history of the male. It is the history of the male, but future of the female. That I want to conclude. And next is Sabah Khan. Are you ready? Or Stonely, are you ready? Professor Stonely, Lee Stone. Hope you are hearing me. Bakyam, are you ready?
Sir, I am
Yes,
hearing
I'm
you.
ready, sir.
See, you're taken. Okay, let us give the chance to the newcomers. We Bakyam, I will give the chance later on to the list
Sure,
because Sabah did not.
sure.
Yes, I think, yes. Bakyam, you can continue it. If you want to have the
Okay, sir.
strong video, I mean frequency, you can use the video. If not, you can use the audio only.
Okay.
And Bhagyam is teaching staff and UGC NET from the Saraswati College, Chennai. Yes, we could see you. You can
Okay.
proceed.
Good evening to one and all.
Good
Very happy
evening.
and glad to deliver a speech on embracing equity on women on the occasion of celebration of International Women's Day. I thank Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain sir for giving me the wonderful opportunity for delivering speech on international conference on the occasion of celebration of Women's Day. It's a magnificent day when everybody shows gratitude, appreciation, and admiration towards women. A woman is said to be a gorgeous creation of nature. Women are liberated and self-assured in each perspective and are proficient in doing everything equivalent to men. Also, we should appreciate each of them, not because of gender, but for their identifiable distinctiveness. Furthermore, we have to acknowledge that both women and men contribute equally to the advancement of the international society. First of all, I would like to start with the term equity. Refers to fairness and justice and is distinguished from equality. Whereas equality means providing the same to all, but equity means recognizing that we do not all start from the same place and must acknowledge and make adjustment to imbalances. In simple words, equality means each individual or group of people is given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognizes that opportunities, each person has different circumstances and allocates the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome. So, gender equity denotes impartiality of treatment for all genders according to their respective requirements. Secondly, I would like to talk about UN contribution towards women empowerment. Over many decades, the UN has made significant progress in advancing gender equality, including through landmark agreements such as Beijing Declaration and the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. 12th point of Beijing Declaration inspired me because it says about the empowerment and advancement of women, including the right to freedom of thought, conscience, religion, and belief, thus contributing to the moral, ethical, spiritual, and intellectual needs of women and men, individually or in community with others, and thereby guaranteeing them the possibility of realizing their full potential in society and shaping their lives in accordance with their own aspirations. The Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women is an international legal instrument that requires countries to eliminate discrimination against women and girls in all areas and promotes women and girls' equal rights. By accepting the convention, states commit themselves to undertake a series of measures to end discrimination against women in all forms, including to incorporate the principle of equality of men and women in their legal system, abolish all discriminatory laws, and adopt appropriate ones prohibiting discrimination against women. Next, to ensure elimination of all acts of discrimination against women by persons, organizations, or enterprises. For many years, the UN has faced serious challenges in its efforts to promote gender equality. So the created UN Women, it was created to address such challenges. It will be a dynamic and strong champion for women and girls, providing them with a powerful voice at the global and regional local levels. Its object regarding elimination of discrimination against women and girls. Second one, empowerment of women. Third one, achievement of equality between women and men as partners and beneficiaries. Finally, the United Nations adherence of International Women's Day 2023 under the theme of Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. It acknowledges and celebrates women and girls who are championing the advancement of transformative technology and digital education. Thirdly, responsibility of states towards embrace equity. Undertaking programs, first one, undertaking programs including conferences and seminars to publicize the Convention on the Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women in the main languages of and providing information on the Convention in their respective countries. And to establish, strengthen effective national machinery, institutions and procedures at high level of government and with adequate resources, commitment and authority. And to advise on the impact on women of all governmental policies. Second one, monitor the situation of women comprehensively. Third one, help formulate new policies and effectively carry out strategies and measures to eliminate discrimination. I would like to discuss about some case laws regarding gender equality. Vishoka versus State of Rajasthan.
Madam, no
The
case
Supreme
laws.
Court
You can wind up.
Okay, sir.
Give the gist of your say.
Okay, I want to conclude my speech by saying that International Women's Day is dedicated to celebrating the achievements of women in social and cultural and political fields. The day formed by women helps in bringing attention towards the forgotten women's rights and gender parity around the world. With the words of Mahakavi Bharatiyar, உலக வாழ்க்கையின் நுட்பங்கள் தேரவும் ஓது பற்பல நூல்வகை கற்கவும் இலகு சீருடை நாட்டிசை நாடுகள் யாவும் சென்று புதுமை கொணர்ந்து இங்கே திலக வானுதல் நங்கள் பாரத தேசமோங்க உழைத்திடல் வேண்டுமாம் விலகி வீட்டிலோர் பொந்தில் வளர்வதை வீரப்பெண்கள் விரைவில் ஒழிப்பறாம். தேங்க்யூ so much, sir.
Yes, she has made an elaborate way of including the cases, but it is an international one. Better the cases should be avoided over there. And whatever you uttered, but in the last, you are supposed to say in the translation in English also. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And the only two are left over there from the one is Sabah Khan and another is Ali Stone. So, who will be ready?
Can I speak, sir?
Sir, please give the chance to the ladies, sir. Yes, Sabah Khan, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready, sir. Am
Let
I
me give
visible,
the
sir?
young girl. Sabah Khan, you can proceed it. Sabah Khan is the daughter of Shahin Khan, and she is studying their PhD in the Crescent Abdul Rahman Crescent University, Chennai, and mother is working the Bharat University, Chennai. I switch over to the Sabah Khan, you can proceed.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good evening to everybody. As first of all, I would thank Sahebullah Hussain sir for giving me this an opportunity to showcase my thoughts in front of all the dignitaries, and so thank you so much, sir, for that. So now I proceed further on the occasion of Women's Day. Now I'm not going to talk about women empowerment and their schemes, and women should come out, they should get equality, because it is being discussed everywhere in this forum, and every day this is a common topic. It is being spoken by everybody. Now I want to give a thought on something else, that is trust. I want to talk about the word trust. So now you must be thinking what exactly I want to say. So the thing what I want to say is, when a girl or a boy, I'm talking about a normal person, when they're getting empowerment, who is empowering them? Parents. Parents are empowering children, because empowerment starts from home. So when it starts, the major supporters are family only. So when we are, me as a young girl and other girls, when they are getting the chance, when they are getting an opportunity, when they are getting the freedom from home, there is one important thing what a girl should do. That is, she should bear in mind that there are her parents who have supported her in all hard times and promoting her towards her progress to make the career. So she should keep that thing in mind that parents, they trust her. They trust her. So the word trust matters a lot. There are many parents who send their children, their girl child, to different cities, different states, different countries to pursue their higher education or education. But at the same time, the girl should have the value that parents have taken a big challenge that they are sending the girl child away from home, and in the same way, girl should keep up the trust in a good way. When she's getting empowerment from home, she should keep up the value of the trust which parents have on her, because in many cases, parents send the children abroad anywhere. They may go into bad habits. Then who is responsible? Who is responsible? If a girl is doing something wrong, then the claim will be going on to the parents. It should not go like that, because no parent will think, no parent wants the children to follow the wrong track. But the girl, the parents should put that thing in the mind that, girl, we trust you. So please, we are sending you away from home. We are letting you to go for sports camp or any training camp. Ensure that you lead yourself in a positive manner and shine your name. That should be there. Because nowadays, when a girl is getting an opportunity, there are some chances that they may utilize it in a wrong manner. They may lie to the parents. They may lie and do something else. So they should not do that. Then in some cases, the parents are not letting the children study. Why? What is the reason why they're not letting the children study? Because the children are going out of hand. They're not following the right path. They're not following the things what they are supposed to do. There is a progressive way which they have to follow in a righteous direction instead of going in the wrong and bad habits. And everybody knows what is bad and wrong habit is. So as you all are parents, I would suggest only one thing, and you also suggest others also. When you are upbringing a child, a girl child especially, you should tell them that we trust you, girl, we trust you. You need to ensure that you are reaching your goal and live your life with goal. When they are young itself, you need to make up in their mind that they should have a dream. There are so many girls in the society. They will be clearing 12th class in degree level also. They will not know that what dream they have. They'll be very much confused. So they should be mature enough. Parents should continuously, counsel the girl child. She should have the maturity, and she should have certain boundaries when she is alone. When she's anywhere on the earth, and no matter whatever the environment she is in, she should ensure that she's always setting up a boundaries. She should not cross that. She should not think that nobody is there to see me. I am alone. I can do anything. No, that is where the empowerment is going wrong. She should set limitations. She should always focus on progressing herself, and she should make herself extraordinary, where it all comes from the word trust. So this is the message I want to pass to the young generation, where you respectable people, you can also pass on this information, this message to the young generation, girls especially, because it is lacking. I study in the university, I come across different kind of students. Parents always support their children until and unless they are going on the correct path. If a girl found doing something wrong, then obviously that education will be snatched from her. So this is the message, and now I will go ahead and conclude by saying 2 to 3 lines more. Home is the place where we start our journey. That comes with trust only, and one should have a life with a dream. And marriage, coming to the marriage thing, a girl should get married only after her education is done. Once she is acquiring some position in the society, then she's ready. Then you can get her married. Before that, do not set a girl saying that, okay, do continue your education after marriage. No, please don't say that. Because after marriage, we never know. Let us think in a positive way only. But let her be stable enough where she can stand on her own feet. Now, I will conclude by saying one quote. Homes are made by engineers and it runs by the queens of the house. So, happy Women's Day to everybody. Thank you so much. It's my message to everyone, and you can also pass on my message. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Sabah Khan. Birds of the same feather flock together, like mother, like daughter, having the same phenomena of thinking. And when the aim is there, then I can make it out. The Microsoft owner, the founder, and his aim and the quotation is very much impressive. If you born in a poor family, it is not your mistake. I repeat, if you born in a poor family, it is not your mistake. But if you die as a poor man, it is your mistake. So aim it would be there. Then the last participant list, Professor Leastone is there and waiting. He is the last, not the least. Professor Leastone, Stonley, you are welcome. The Stonley is, I told you that she is a professor in the University of South Africa, and she is also the adjunct professor in the South, that is the St. Augustine University of Tanzania, and he can also deal the lectures in the University of Asmara, Eritrea. Now welcome to the Leastone. Be ready and open your video and say hello to each and everybody. Leastone, are you there? Can I give the chance to the other person, those who wants to? Our Vice Chancellor is eagerly to deliver it. The Vice Chancellor of the Millennium University, Malawi, please proceed before the Leastone comes.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Mohammed Saheb Hussain. I am highly thankful, sir. You always organize program on very crucial and important issues of the society. And specifically this evening, I just want to congratulate all speakers and all women of the world for this International Women's Day today. Very good evening to all distinguished guests, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. We are fortunate to have such a wonderful resource person from different parts of globe, representing diverse culture and heritage. And every year we celebrate International Women's Day on 8th of March, and United Nations announce a special theme every year for this International Women's Day. First of all, we must know the purpose of organizing any program. Why the program? So I will tell you the purpose. The purpose of this program is among the common people. We must know what is the purpose of this program. We just increase the awareness among the society, among the youth, among the people, how and why this women empowerment is necessary. Then to advocate for gender parity as soon as possible. To raise fund for female charities. Female charity is also very much essential for the women empowerment. Autonomy and privacy. I believe personally, real empowerment means women should take their own decisions. Women should not depend on male dominant society. When the women will take their own decision, then it will be a respect for autonomy and privacy for the women. So the purpose of this program is also to discuss the various aspects which affect women empowerment. Next, to sensitize the young generation with the challenges faced by women in almost every area, so they could feed and change the traditional system in which the difference was made by the society between male and female. I personally believe, if, as explained by Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain and many speakers, if we will give equal opportunity to women, that particular home, that particular house will be not only prosper but also happy. Now I just
Professor Sharma ji, you can stop your video and you can continue your audio. You can stop your video, you can continue audio, because there is a disruption would be there.
just want to.
You can stop your
Okay,
video.
okay.
So that the brand worth is
Okay.
more and your voice would be audible to us. Yes, now we can continue.
Okay. So 2009 in the Newark City of America, this Women Day was organized. Then officially in the year of 1975, UN announced this International Women's Day. From that very day, officially sanctioned to the movement for all member countries for gender equality and women sensitization. So from that very day, every year the whole world celebrate this International Women's Day. And the most important thing, UN also announced theme for this particular women International Women's Day, and theme for this 2023 is gender. The theme of this 2023 is digital all, that is innovation and technology for gender equality. This gender equality in the present time is only possible when we will care for the health and well-being of the women in the sector of education, in the sector of society. We must explain to the society about the women's right in the decision making, in the awareness, sexual independence, and all multiple direction, all multiple issues we will care. Then we will be in the position to remove all discrimination between male and female. These are deeply rooted in our society, deeply rooted. So I emphasize, these things must be removed from the society. One more thing I want to tell you, there's a difference between equity and equality. Equity is very much essential. Equality is not sufficient, because if we will use the term equality, then in our mind we are empowering women, we are giving strength to the woman, we are giving power to the woman, which is not true. Women are automatically in power. They are full of strength, they are full of courage, they are full of knowledge. Why we are using this term that we are empowering women? From the history you can understand, the great warrior Maharani Lakshmibai from Jhansi, the great warrior from the Mughal Empire, the daughter of Iltutmish, the first Muslim leader Razia Sultan, the great warrior in, like, from UK, Maharani Victoria. So there are so many female great scientists like Madam Curie. So there are so many women in the world. In India, the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, greatest leader of India. So we should not use this term, we are empowering the woman. Simply, we just realize the woman is equal to the man made by the God. If we will understand this thing, then things will slowly and slowly improve. So this is the need. We should not feel proud and ego. We are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this. We should realize, even in India, in everywhere in the world, women are armed forces also. They are doing each and every work which men can do. So simple mindset is changed. And if I believe, if mindset will change, then everything will change. So this is the high time when we should realize how this mind can change. And for this mind change, we just respect to the all issues of women. I want to give the some strong and great women of the world. Mother Teresa, who sacrificed the full life for the health of mankind. Madame Curie, she is the first woman who got 2 Nobel Prize, one in physics, one in chemistry. She sacrificed the life for the mankind. She treated the whole world as a mother. Helen Adam Keller. Everybody knows the great achievement, great work of this Helen Adam Keller. Savitribai Phule. She started first school for women in India. Very famous lady. Jijabai, who made Shivaji the great warrior in India. So there are so many millions and million examples. And the current example, Captain Shiva Chauhan, first woman official of Indian Army posted in Siachen Glacier, the toughest life she can survive. So there are so many things. I don't want to give my long lecture. I just want to request all dignitaries, just change the mind, have the full respect, and start from the family. Don't treat your daughter different from your son. Don't treat your wife, don't treat your sister different from male. Just have faith, just believe they can do any damn thing, whatever thing they want to do. So this mindset change will change everything, and the dream of all the whole world will fulfill. And also the dream of our very intelligent, hard-working Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain will also fulfill organizing this program. I don't want to give long lectures. I am so thankful to you. Just these few words, that there is a saying in India, Tatra pujate narate tatra mente devta, means in the house where we worship the female, the God, the Khuda, the Ishwar lives in that particular house, and that house become full of prosperity, full of love. Everything is available in that house where we respect the woman. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Professor S.B. Sharma, sir, Vice Chancellor of the Millennium University, Malawi, that you said, yes, it is true. In our mythology also said very clearly, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is your family. And that is the concept, not the new one. And we are every day, that's why we told you, every day is a Women's Day. The reason also we can say, we never say gentlemen and ladies, we say ladies and gentlemen. So that is the first preference to the woman. Woman would be there. I don't know whether Professor Leastone is present or not. If she is present, you can unmute and continue your lecture. Professor Leastone, are you present? Yes, Anil, do you want to speak?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, this is Anil Kumar Dikshit, Uttaranchal University, Professor, Dehradun. Welcome to the International Day, Women's Day celebrations. You can express your views. Please continue.
Thank you, Professor Hussain Sahab, for giving me the opportunity. And I am really grateful to you, sir. I am visible, sir.
Because you are audible but not visible.
My camera is on.
Yeah, because might be the signals problem. If the signals are not strong, it will not work. Yes, now you are visible and audible. Yes, you are both.
Yes. The one thing which you said, that in many of the times, the name of the woman is kept. In Hindu mythology also, we always give, which Professor S.B. Sharma has said, Radha Krishna, Sita Ram. Then this is our culture, the Indian culture, that we always prefer. And the slok which Professor Sharma has said, Yatra Nari Pujante Tatra Bante Devata. This is the thing. But when we come to the practical, because in our civilization, in the ancient history, the women were given the more opportunity. You just go with the process of Swayamvar. At the time of marriage, Hussain Sahab, you also very well know that the right was being given to the daughter, that she choose to whom she want to marry. But after some time, many of the things, Swayamvar is one of the things that which existed for a long period in which the
I
king
beg
gave
your pardon,
opportunity.
Anil Kumar Dixit, you have to continue of the within 5 minutes. If not, you can be given chance in the third session.
Okay, I will conclude
Yes,
in
please
this.
proceed.
But in today's world, only 30, I will say that 30% of the women globally do not use internet, because this is the generation of technology. So where the women's position, only 22% of the women are involved in artificial intelligence. Because when we talk about technology, there is a discrimination. Discrimination is being made by the with respect to the women in listening. They are not being given freedom to listen. They are not being given freedom to speak. They are not being given freedom to read, and they are not being given freedom to write. So these are the things where we should, by this conference, give a message to the whole of the world that these freedoms should be given to the female, because in this woman, 50%, half of the population belongs to the feminine gender. They should be given. Then when we talk about information, because from information to knowledge, there is a way. The discrimination is being given. The opportunity is not been given to the feminine gender regarding to gather the information. They are not being given freedom to get knowledge, because by this technology, mobile, internet, all these sources, the information can be gained, and the knowledge, there is a difference between information and knowledge. The knowledge can be gained only from the classrooms. They are not being given opportunity to get the classroom. We should condemn the position of Afghanistan. What the Afghanistan government is doing there, that they have prohibited that the girls of the nation will be debarred from taking that kind of education. Then next comes the connection to relation. Women are being discriminated. They are not being given freedom from connection, which leads to relation. So this is also one of the fields that by this conference we should give the message to whole of the world that the freedom should be given with respect, as the opportunities has been given to the male relating to the connection to relation. Then from convenience to happiness. Here also the discrimination is made. Convenience has not been provided to the women, and from convenience to happiness, they are being deprived from the happiness. So these are the things. So this is the need of the day, that from this conference, the message should be given that with respect to the literacy, when we talk that the male should be literated not by mind but to the heart. If the masculine gender, the male, will be literature, he will be literated to the heart, then he will start thinking about these kind of what we say discrimination which the feminine gender is facing in today's world. Because in many of the things, one of there is case in the Indian Supreme Court also, which the judgment has been given. The case is the Mrs. Aruna Roy versus Union of India. Aruna Roy versus Union of India. In this case, the Supreme Court said that education about religion must be handled with extreme care, because none of the religion, when we talk about the jurisprudence of the religion, which Professor Sharma has said, and even Mohammed Saheb, you have said, that none of the religion talks about discrimination, but those persons who are seated on the chair and are in the position to interpret the ethics of the religion, they are interpreting it of their own wishes and of their own likes. That this should be, that the woman should be deprived here, the woman should not be given freedom to.
Yes, you are welcome for the third session of International Women's Day. Karibustana, welcome to the class. And international conference, because generally, we take the class and hence the same wordings will come out. And now, Anil Kumar Dikshit, did you wind up or you want to continue it? I repeat, Anil Kumar Dikshit, did you wind up or do you want to continue it?
No, I want to only wind up. Let others to speak if there is a shortage of time.
Yeah, because Sabah Khan already dealt, but Ishmael Singh sir did not join it. And Dr. Ali, you introduce yourself. Unmute and introduce yourself, Dr. Ali. I believe that you are hearing me. Yeah, now Murtullah Haruna Bawan, are you ready? Because I could not see your microphone. Murtala Haruna. No, this, of course, Ishmael Singh sir will join it. Then I can give the chance to Murtala. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir.
Okay, Murtala, you can just nutshell, you can give it because you are having the problem with the internet.
All right. All right.
Yeah, you can continue it on the audio only. Because PPT is there and other things, either it may work or may not work. Of course, the PPT, if it is there, I can make it out. Doesn't matter to me. And I put it over here now, the PPT, you could see it.
Right.
Yes, I want to say share. Yeah. Now you could see your PPT. Could you see your PPT now?
No, I couldn't see it, sir.
Now you could see.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As I continue.
Yes, sir.
No, yes, sir. Continue it. Yes, Mutula Harun is a PhD research scholar, Lincoln University College, Malaysia, where Dr. Meena Jha also studied. Both of them are classmates. Please continue, Murtuara.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, other resource persons and participants of this international conference marking the International Women's Day. I'm making presentation on the
Information and communication technology.
I'm making presentation on the information and communication technologies as key to women empowerment on this special day for celebration the International Women's Day. Based on the following topics: the introduction, the role of the ICT in. Sorry, next slide. Sorry. The second slide.
I already changed.
Well, this year's theme for the United Nations International Women's Day is digital, meaning all. Okay. The outline of the presentation includes the introduction, the role of the ICTs in women empowerment, the challenges faced in the implementation of the ICT to empower women, and some of the recommendations given and conclusions. This year's theme, next slide. This year's theme for the United Nations International Women's Day is digital all, meaning all the activities are marking to empower women so that they could be able to utilize information and communication technologies so that
Continue that I am online International Women's Day conference. Give the gist. I could not hear your voice. Yeah, you do have the problem of the internet, it seems. So, if any other person, then I will call Yashpal sir to be present so that he could continue his. Yes, now I'm calling the Yashpal sir because our Angara Kenya also would like to speak something because her voice is not clear that she said, but no one is present here now. Till somebody will join, let me continue it of my own thoughts, because he has nicely presented the slides.
Sorry, sir, there's problem, but I've rectified it.
Yeah, you have the problem. I know it because you nicely prepared the flights, and I'm rolling the sides. The role of the ICTs in the women empowerment, you made it, and there you made the challenges also. The globally women's access to ICTs.
I've rectified it, sir.
Yes, continue from this challenges.
It's all right.
Challenges, you make it out.
Okay, it's all right. Okay, the challenges are globally women face serious challenges that are not economic but social as well as cultural obstacles that limit their utilization and access to information and communication technology that will benefit them. Some of these social and cultural challenges include barriers to education, to computer languages, that the coding in the computer, and also the lack of basic computer trainings, and some of the domestic responsibilities that are associated with majority of the women. These factors operate both in the formal sector as well as the informal settings, and also cost, time, and mobility are some of the obstacles, some of the challenges faced by women in the implementation or empowerment and the empowerment of women to utilize ICTs. The time is as a result of women don't spend much time, do not have the time to spend a lot of time online or utilizing ICT facilities. And mobility, that in some cultures and in some countries, women don't move alone without being accompanied by some family members, so their movement is restricted in most societies. And because it's due to the challenges of income of the women, that they cannot be able to procure most of these ICT facilities that they can utilize, and the cost of subscription also affects the utilization, become a challenge to the women. So these are some of the few challenges that the recommendation is to establish ICT education center for women where they can receive basic ICT courses and develop ICT based programs that address women's specific needs, like access to health information and services, and enabling women participation in e-governance and building gender awareness among women and men as well. So these are some of the recommendations, sir, concerning the implementation of ICT to empower women globally.
Make the conclusion. Yeah, again he disappeared because I make the conclusion of him because I could not see his microphone. And it is the hard conclusion is that globally women's access to the ICT is inhibited by the factors that go far beyond the question of the technological infrastructure and the socio-economic environment. Therefore, the civil society organizations and NGOs committed to the women empowerment need to develop the advocacy structure to address the role of the ICT for women empowerment and quality in the decision making. So a woman should be given a chance for the decision making also. We should not keep it aside. Now the woman is not restricted to the kitchen. That's what I want to say. Yes, I would like to see the participants because I requested the other people to join over there, but nobody is come forward. But let us see that if anybody joins. But I asked the Dr. Ali, could you introduce yourself and say a few words? At least say good evening to everybody, then you can mute it.
Yes, good evening to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank Professor Saheb Hussain for organizing this wonderful conference, International Women's on the occasion of International Women's Day. It's a great effort that you have undertaken, and I also congratulate all the participants who have joined in this wonderful conference. I am Dr. Mohammed Mujahid Ali, a practicing advocate and visiting faculty of law and a freelancer. It's really wonderful to join all of you gentlemen. So the topic is, it's a magnanimous topic because women, actually we feel that we live in the past and present also as the male chauvinistic society. It is not actually, the thing is that in most of the occasions we have seen in the history, the women are being marginalized from entering to the mainstream of different avocations and also different walks of life. So the important aspect of this particular conference is that to give a credit, to show the importance of women, how they are a part and parcel of our life, without which our success stories will not be complete. The world will not be complete. So it's really very important. So really, I just an extempore, I would like to talk to you that I would like to say, without any preparation, just generalizing the topic, it's really very important. So we see globally what are the atrocities being meted towards the women, and how the women are being harassed, and how the women are being underrated, and even how the women are being partialized. So there is a lot of partiality and bias, gender bias, and the women are suffering a lot in the international scenario. So it's really, we must pay a lot of tribute to the women, and because women are actually, they are the epitome of success for any nation. They must be given their due credit, and because they build you see, the family is a unit. They contribute a lot to the unit of the family. They take care of the children, they groom the children, they take care of the husband, they take care of the in-laws and whatnot. And they are doing a lot. They are doing a lot many things. You see, in every field, they are not lagging behind the men. In some of the areas, even they are far ahead of the men. So like that, this is the wonderful day. This is the wonderful conference. So like this, you see, the lip sympathy is not sufficient. It must be put into the practice. It must be seen. Justice delayed, justice denied. So like that, we must give due credit to women. We must understand, we must sensitize the masses. We must sensitize the educated people. Of course, the educated people are really, they are doing a lot of abuse towards the women. So like that, I would like to say, there are n number of women in the world. If we take any country, the earlier speakers, the learned friends of mine, they have given a lot many examples, wonderful examples about Indira Gandhi, Mary Curie, and whatnot. You see, so like that, suppose if you take Oprah Winfrey, she was also a victim of abuse. So like that, lot many women are there internationally. So they have done a lot, and they have changed the history, the course of the history. So we must give a due credit to the women, and not only that, we must put our efforts into immediate action, without which we cannot give the due credit to the women. Women are most important part of a society, the international society or any society take. And the important thing is that even the wage payment is also, there is a lot of bias in the favor of women. The women are not given their due wages when comparing to men. So I wish all of you a wonderful success. I pray for the wonderful success of this wonderful conference. Professor Hussain, your efforts are really commendable and laudable, and you had been organizing the wonderful seminars and doing a lot. You are doing a monumental work to sensitize our fraternity and also the students and everybody else. Please, I would like to conclude. And I would like to say that thanks to you all, and long live the women, long live men, long live the equality. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
Dr. Mujahid Ali from the Hanamkonda, Telangana state. I felt very happy that he has extempore lecture that made it. And I would like to quote that if you teach a boy, I repeat, if you teach a boy, you educate an individual. But if you teach a girl, you educate a community. So education to the girl is very much important. She will teach to the community, just like I made. You teach to a man, you teach to one man only. If you teach to a woman, that woman will teach to the entire generation. So that is the thing where the education plays an important role. If the education is not there for this, even school boying child, it is nothing but a child without a bird without a wing is like a child without the education. I repeat, a boy without a wing, a child without a bird without a wing is like a child without the education because it cannot fly. So Anil Kumar Dixit, and you want to express certain views over there, you can make it out because I did not see the Yashpal Singh sir. I told him third session is in the progress. I also told our Kashmira, Dr. Kashmira Longkar from the Pune, and she said she struck up in the rain because in the Pune there is the heavy rains are there. But I told them, the third session is in the progress, you can join it. Even in the same manner, I also requested our Dr. Angaria Kenny also to join in the third session because we could not hear her voice because of the frequency of the Wi-Fi or the data. So Anil Kumar, could you express some of the views of yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please.
I am with you. Okay.
Yeah,
Sir, when we talk
visible and audible also.
Yes, sir. When we talk about this International Women's Day, because as you said that the second half population, women is not only, we can say that it is a population. Women, when we talk with any of the mythology, the first word which any of the born baby says, that is the ma. When we talk about the mother, we talk about our motherland. So she is the first teacher of the humanity. She is the first teacher of the child. And if that woman is being educated, then the whole of the family is being educated. The future of any of the society, the future of any of the nation depends on the literacy of the woman. And which we are saying that the woman is always being literated by his heart rather than by his mind. There are many surveys which says that with respect to the corruption ratio between the men and women, it has been surveyed that with respect to the women, there is a low corruption level. With respect to the hard working, there the women are very much hardworking, but only because of the discrimination that the opportunity is not been given to the woman. That's why this masculine gender, they have suppressed the woman, and this has been done not only in Indian society but in whole of the world. That's why you see that in this electronic generation, when we talk about that technology, why there are 37% of the women are not using internet, So we are not developed, but this is the position of the developed countries also. And that's why the United Nations, which has declared this International Women's Day with a theme, United Nations observes International Women's Day under the theme that digital all innovation technology as a gender equality, because now the time has came that we have this gender equality must be given in the society. The two wheels of the vehicle cannot be run only by one wheel. So, which one of our speaker that had said, you just say Jhansi ki Rani. There are many freedom fighters, many, Razia Sultan, they have fought and sacrificed their life for the land. They were not only been mentally rich, but they were physically rich also. They were the brave ladies. And that's why in India also the laws are been international convention. The international convention which United Nations has given elimination of all kinds of discrimination. This is the need of the day. And United Nations knows it, that elimination of all kind of discrimination. The member countries in which India is also one of the signatories, they have signed that they will make the law to prevent any kind of discrimination against women. Visakha case, one of the cases, they are very renowned case, that is the Visakha versus State of Rajasthan, AIR 1997 Supreme Court. The court had said that India has not made any of the law at that time. So they laid down the 14 guidelines related to prevent the sexual discrimination against women in workplace, because the male society always target over the character of the woman. So to protect the woman from discrimination with respect to our Indian Constitution that talks about equality, and it said that there should be no discrimination on the basis of caste, sex, race, place of birth, language. So that if the discrimination will not be made, this is the will, this is the spirit of the Indian Constitution, then how can the law can be made where there is any kind of discrimination? I want to say there is one act in Hindu Succession Act. Hindu Succession Act section 5 says that they gave privilege to the son and avoiding the rights of the daughter. That was making aggression with respect to the constitution spirit of equality. Then in 2005, the Parliament of India made an amendment and they said that section 5, where there is written son, it means that the position of daughter will be same as of the son. This gender discrimination has been removed from section 5 of the this act, Hindu Succession Act. So this is the thing. So there is a need of the law. There is a need of the law, that by that law there should be, the law should be made to protect the woman from discrimination. The law should be made to give opportunity to the woman. The same equal opportunity with the male has been given. There are many. POSCO Act has been legislated in India. Even you just see regarding to the cosmetics, this gender discrimination is being prohibited. Any of the use of the material, you cannot use, because in Indian culture there is very much appreciation is related to the color of the skin. If any of the women possess any dark color with respect to the woman with glowing color, that's why the name of the cream Fair and Lovely. By the law, the cream Fair and Lovely, they have changed their name of the cream with Glow and Lovely, because these kinds of things which generate which generate with respect to the discrimination, they think so this should be by the law, this should be suppressed. This is the duty of the state, this is the duty of the lawmakers, this is the duty of the parliament. And that's why even the Supreme Court has also give many of the decisions. Many of the decisions there are, which I have earlier said, one of the case, even when we talk about Miss Aruna Roy versus Union of India, because religion is also playing a vital role with respect to the this discrimination. The religion says something else, but that is being interpreted in something else manner. So it is also very important that these people who are interpreting the ethics of the religion, that should be regulated by the law. That should be regulated by the law, and this is the need of the day. And that's why in this Aruna Roy case, the court had said that education about religion must be handled with extreme care, very extreme care. The education about religion must be handled, because the day has been changed. In Indian society, there were many of the evils, social evils, we have say. You will be surprised to know when we say the word witch. In Hindi, we can say that is dine. This witch in 15th century, the Britishers gave their right, the government of British gave this right to the church, that they can declare any of the women as a witch. You just see how those religious people will be given power by the government or by the parliament. So from these things, this discrimination has been nourished, and later on in 19th century, this right which was being given by the British government to the church, that was being suppressed. In Indian society also, you just see child marriages. You just see one of the speakers was talking about forticide. What is the position? Why the sex ratio is been? You just imagine child sex ratio with respect to the sex ratio. If the child sex ratio is low with respect to the sex ratio, this means that in future the population, the strength of the woman will decline, and this is a very great I can say that issue that we have to tackle. That by this forticide, if the child is being killed in the fetus,
We could not hear you. Something wrong there. Dikshit, we could not hear you. I think because you disappeared. Because I could not see anyone except the Sabah Khan was present. Sabah Khan, are you there? Even I could not see your microphone also. Sabah Khan, I could not see your microphone also. Yes, I think there is some problem of the internet, it seems. And I believe that you are hearing my voice. Yes, I know that because the palpitation is going on. So with that, I can say that you are hearing me. And the recording also in the progress. And the third session in the... Yes. And I believe that even I also spoke here and there, now and then. Better I can speak you through the... Here the slides are there. I can speak through the slides which I made it here on the occasion. And this I already made it very much clear to you the thousands of the flowers are needed to make a garland, and thousands of lamps are needed to decorate in arti, and thousands of drops are needed to make the sea, but a woman alone is enough to make the house a paradise. And hence the Women's Day today and the commemoration. And we already discussed it is not only the one day, because every day is the Women's Day. The reason is it is very much clear in the mythology also. The first and father, the teacher is the mother. And here you could see the Republic Days, the remarkable people, those who are present over there, like Hansar Jivraj Mehta, Ammu Swaminathan, Dakshani, Williandan, Begum, Aijaz Rasool, Leela Roy. These are the people and whose names which I uttered, Suchitra Kriplani, and they are the remembering the women's helped in a draft of the Indian Constitution. And we should not forget such a woman. As I said, every day is a Mother's Day, and paradise lies under the feet of your mother. So it is the mythology which will say. And according to the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, the first National Women's Day was observed in the United States on February 28, 1909, which is the Socialist Party of the American, dedicated in the honor of the 1908 garment workers' strike in the New York, where women protested against the harsh working condition in the garment industry. In 1917, women in Russia chose to protest and strike under the slogan "Bread and Peace." That is the slogan. On the last Sunday in the February, which fell on the March 8th on the Gregorian calendar, what we are using, the English calendar, is said to be the Gregorian calendar, and their movement ultimately led to the enactment of the women's suffrage in the Russia, and hence this Women's Day is celebrated. So awareness must be spread on the topic of the sanitary health and hygiene. Their choice and the perspective must be looked upon as they are the great leaders. So people should start believing that motherhood is an option and the decision of society depends on a woman. Even Swami Vivekananda also said, if you want to see the measure of your development of the nation is concerned, at that instance we could see how far the woman is liberal and how far the woman is educated. So that is the parameter also we can see the importance of the woman and in the Women's Day. And let us not concentrate on how the roles of a woman in the different sectors are concerned. A woman is an educator, and a woman is a family income supporter, and a woman is a mother to take the care of the children, and a woman is serving like a nurse, and a woman is like a farmer. She can even cultivate, and she can, cut the crops in the harvesting time, and a woman can also enterprises. And these are all the different notions of the woman in the society. So let me go to the another aspect of it, a role of a woman in society. The woman really goes to the right to the, and will consider, and she is a social engineer, and she changes the society, the role of woman if she is educated. Now the woman is not restricted to the kitchen. Now she is liberalized because of the education which created the miracles. And here we can say that what are the, if you woman is educated and having the knowledge, at that instance there would be the reduced infant mortality also, and the reduce the maternal mortality, and to improve the socio-economic growth and reduce the child marriages if women would be educated, and reduce the population explosion, because they know it. If the many people are there, then the curry would be diluted. If the less people are there, the curry or mchuzi or the soup, which will be condensed or strong enough, and decrease the malnutrition. They know what nutrition should be taken, and that's the reason if you educate a man, it is education for the man itself. But if you educate a woman, it is for you are educating the whole generation. So increase the involvement in the political process also, because if they know their rights, now that is the reason in India also 33% reservation, but in other fields and the other countries also there would be certain form of the reservation would be there for the women's employment is concerned or in any other aspect. And reduce the domestic and sexual violence also, because the woman knows what is good and what is bad because of that thing. And we can also say that, and I made it very much clear, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, our family, the entire world is our family. And if you have such a concept would be there, then nothing will be wrong and the strongness will come because of their cooperation with each and everybody. The homemaker is such an important role as a homemaker, and so why should a woman come to the workforce? Because she is a woman force should be there, because if the homemaid is there, it is also a generating factor, and it is more than the generating factor of a woman, a woman who works, rather I can put it in this way. So in this way that women plays a significant role in the society, like a wife, a mother, a sister, a caretaker, a nurse. They have a better understanding of the social structure and more compassionate towards the need of the others. An educated mother will weigh the importance of the female education the same as a boy's. The equal importance should be given. And like our learned professor has made it very much clear that the Professor Anil A. Dikshit, equal partition would be there. If man is there or woman is there, if the boy is there or the girl is there. That is why in India, Section 6 was amended over there, the Hindu Marriage Act, and which is clearly explained by the Professor Anil A. Dikshit, and who is a professor in the Uttaranchal University. So women are equally important in the society as a man are. They are the backbone for the progressing the nation. A woman is the backbone for the progressing of the nation, and demographically, half of the population of the country constitutes the woman, and they deserve the equal importance and the right of the society. From keeping the home safe and portraying the excellent outcome in the workshops, and thus a woman plays a multifaceted role in the society. And when he quote the Sri Ravi Shankar also, and it is very much made clear, the role of women in the development of society is utmost importance. In fact, it is the only thing that determines whether a society is strong and harmonious, or otherwise a woman are the backbone of the society. So this is a quotation from the Sri Ravi Shankar. So in this way, they play an important role. The women play a very vital role in our lives. A society lags behind if it is a woman weeps silently, and an educated woman builds a better environment for her family member. So educated woman gives a better family. She knows how to take care of it. The role of a woman, from the crawling boy, a toddling boy, to a small walking, and later on the woman's growth would be there, and finally she will bend down and leads the life, and the death ends. But she plays an important role, like a mother, like a sister, like a mother-in-law, and so on and so forth. Later on, everybody will die, because every living things should have to taste the death. Death is ultimate. So if you know that death is ultimate, then why you have to study? No, till our hope should be born till our death. That's why keep a big desire to become, and proportionately you also work hard, because now there is no distinction between a man and a woman. These are things, the taboos are there at the time. The woman would only restricted the woman. She will be get married and go to the another house. And why we should have to give that much importance to the woman? No, you cannot go to the school. Now it is no more over there. You cannot go to the work. It is no more over there. And you must stay at home. It is no more over there. And you must marry who are told. No, it is a choice also be given. At the time also, like the Somayam was there, and they can pick the husband of their own choice. And you are worth 25 gourds. No, it is not the worth 25 gourds. You are a golden goose or a golden hen, rather we can say, because you are a woman without a man. If you see the spelling she, SHE, and it covers the he, means it genus is the she and the species is the he, because without she there is no he, because he will be covered with the she. Are you following me? And I believe that you understood what I meant for that one. And here also I told you that a woman, wonderful wife, and the initialism, and O standing for the outstanding friend, and M stand for the marvelous daughter, A stand for the is a good sister, adorable sister, and N stand for the nurturing mother. In this way, the different roles will be played by the woman, hence the Happy Women's Day today. But still, the Cisco Webex is very much kind enough today, and it will close at any time. And again, I repeat this proverb or adage or the saying: if you educate a man and you educate a man only, individual only, you educate a woman and you educate a generation, that becomes young. It is a quotation. In the same manner, if you teach a boy, you educate an individual, but if you teach a girl and you educate a community. So this is the way we have to make it out. And here also the delights of the eyes. Let me magnify it so that you could know. A beautiful woman delights the eye. I repeat, a beautiful woman delights the eye. A wise woman, the understanding. A pure one, the soul, that the Minna antrims, these are briny quotes. I take it from there. So these are the inspirational quotations. And finally, I would like to wind up my lecture or my extempore on the International Women's Day concern. History has been male. I repeat, history has been male and the future is female. With this, I would like to see if any other participants is joined. Yes, again, I could see only Ali Kumar Dixit is there, Sabah Khan is there. With your still the 5 minutes are left. If anybody wants to speak, you can speak. 5 minutes are left because the notification has got it.
Yes, very truly, sir. You have said, Professor Hussain, that the word she. I am audible, sir.
Yes, audible.
The word she covers the word he.
Yes.
This is very much true, which you have quoted. And I have also wrote these lines in my diary that in future I will also use these lines in the name of you, that I learned something from Professor Hussain in this conference. Because the truth is that, and the thing that there are many legislation, and sir, still there is many things which the law needs to be legislated. You just see here the Puttaswamy case, in which right to privacy has been made as a fundamental right, because when we talk about the privacy is directly related with the dignity, and the dignity of not only women or men, but with respect to the dignity of the woman. That is very important, and that's why you might have all of the learned persons who are attending this international conference, because the dignity in our one of the university in Chandigarh University, very much rampant has been made because of the one of the girl in the hostel. She made the video of the bathroom of the girls, and that has been viral. So these are the things. So privacy is very much important, and that privacy, that's why the court has made certain things, that that has interpreted as privacy as a
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नाम जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा। जय हिंद।
ख्वाब तो सिर्फ कश्मीर की आज़ादी के आते हैं।
Tanzania, dumisha